on Saturday night, scoring 49 points against the Thunder on 29 shots. His 49 points, the fifth most in a game with fewer than 30 minutes played. In the shot clock era, it marked Curry's 10th 40-point game this season. And again, he didn't even play as that game went on into the fourth quarter. So I wanted to put together this esteemed group to get into the following question. And Big Perk, I will start with you. In all of sports today, is Steph Curry the most entertaining player to watch? That's the question. Kendrick Perkins, what's the answer?
No, he's not, Greeny. He's not the most. He's the most great. He's the greatest show on earth overall, right? When you look at all the shows across television, they're just the circus. You talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta and all this that's going on.
Oh,
yeah, they like the circus where you can go and watch an elephant stand on one leg or watch a guy get in the cage with a lion. Steph Curry is
never seen an elephant
World.
stay on one leg.
He has the magical rides, man. We talking about Toy Story Mania, Space Mountain, the Avatar ride. Steph Curry, and it's not what he do, it's how he does it, Granny. The wiggle, the flash, chewing on the mouthpiece with it on the side of his mouth. The way that he's running when he shoots his straight ball and going back down the end of the court without looking. He is the greatest show on earth.
All right, so the one thing I've learned about Ryan Clark, he loves arguing with basketball players. Go ahead, RC.
First of all, it's not like the greatest show we've ever even seen in basketball. What he does is he just shoots more threes than we've ever seen anybody shoot. And you said it earlier. At first, you probably ain't like him because he was light-skinned. And then you probably ain't like him because he had light eyes. I get it. We from the South. I know all of those things. And so now you're trying to make up for it. Yeah, he got 10 40-point game shoot. And like 0203, Kobe had 9 straight. I mean, this ain't even more fun than watching Patrick Mahomes run around for 500 yards and throw 2 of the best incompletions we've ever seen. I've seen Kyrie Irving even this year do things with the basketball that are more impressive. Now, if you want to talk about a great show, just tune in the UFC on Saturday night, and anytime Amanda Nunes walks into the octagon, that's a great show. You know why? Because the lights are going to go out. The lights went out one time for Steph Curry in New Orleans this year. That's not how it happens for Amanda Nunes. Every time she steps in, whether it's Cyborg, whether it's Ronda Rousey, no matter who you put in there, they go to sleep. Period. She walks in, she punches you in the face, or she chokes you out, and then she walks out. She grabs her baby, she walks in with her partner, they hug, they kiss, she grabs her 2 belts, champ, she walks out. The Dana Whites tried to figure out who's the next person she gonna smash. That's a show when you can walk out all by yourself. It don't matter if Draymond got 2 points, 27 assists, and 14 rebounds, and all of those assists because he did dribble handoffs to you as you ran off the screen. It don't matter. You know why people don't chew on their mouthpiece around Amanda Nunes? Because they need it in their mouth for when she punch them in their face. That's why.
That's funny.
That's why I see the greatest show, Kendrick. It was a great try. You tried it. You did it. He ain't even the greatest show in basketball some days. Just because he shoot a lot of threes and you enjoy it, then it's cool.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, Ryan? I love you to death. We from the South. And like the old people say in Louisiana, you don't know no better, baby. God bless your heart. Because right now, you sound like a bona fide hater, okay? You sound like a bona fide hater. We're talking about a guy that's a back-to-back MVP, 2-time MVP, 3-time champion, and we're sitting up here right now saying that he's actually playing the best basketball of his career. And you know what else is crazy, Ryan Clark? You will not admit it, but I know every time Steph Curry is on the television, you are watching because you are a basketball fan. And
I ain't say I ain't watch.
You are watching pure greatness. Listen.
Can I make a point? Just one point. Let me just make one point. So I think that he is fantastic. He is outstanding, but I'm stuck on an elephant standing on one leg. If you show me a show with an elephant on one leg, as you said in the first, that's more entertaining than any of this. I need to see an elephant on one leg. That's one. And also, Kendrick, I'm shocked. Me and RC had a bet off before the show started that I knew you were going to say that Curry was not the most impressive, that it was LeBron, even while he's injured. You was going to say LeBron when he was shooting those fake shots, when he was down in the post, working on his post moves in street clothes. That was more entertaining than anything Steph ever did. So get me LeBron shooting shots with no ball and get me a one-legged elephant, and I'm in on that.
Here's
you
why
know what?
Kendrick got it right. Big Perk, I'm going to stand up for you. You took the question seriously.
Free in their heads.
Here's the thing, Big Perk. I'm sorry I talked over you there. You took the question seriously. He does it with a flair. Steph is doing it right now with him. It's not about how many points he scores. Right. He's doing it with a flair, and he's doing it in a way. He's not just shooting threes. He's doing it, Big Perk, in a way we've never seen anyone do it before. You okay?
Hey, Granny.
Yeah.
You ever been to First Street Baptist Church? You ever been? Hey, when you start speaking the gospel, Green, when you start speaking the gospel, it get hot in there because the AC always tend to go out, and so the old people they got to raise up the windows and start pulling out their fans. That's what you're doing right now, Green.
I need to know why we always giving to the building fund, but the AC still be going out. That's what I need to know. And I'm with you. I'm with you, Kendrick. I'm with you. I see Steph go out there for warm-ups, and I say, won't he do it? Yes, he will. Every night he goes out there.
Let him use you. Let him use you.
They don't want to let him use him, but he use them anyway. It's not up to you no more. Preach, Greeny. I know you feel the spirit. Do a dance.
Hey, man.
I do. Hey, man. Somehow I seem to have gotten that one right, even if I'm 45% chance that they wind up in the play-in. And so let me bring in my favorite dynamic duo, and that is the big fella Kendrick Perkins and the not quite so big fella Zach Lowe. And let me just start with you, Big Perk, on that. Anthony Davis, is that the formula? Watching him play right now, the way he's getting on a roll, can he be the best player in the Western Conference playoffs this year, Perk?
Yes, he can, G. And look, a healthy Anthony Davis is the best big in the game today. He's so skilled. We haven't seen a guy like him. He's a generational talent. And look, I could get into his offensive package all day long, but I'm going to talk about his effect on the defensive end. Being able to guard 1 through 5s, chase down blocks, anchoring the defense. By the way, DeAndre Ayton had nightmares last night. He was tossing and turning all night. And you take this Anthony Davis with a 75% LeBron James, and they can have a playoff run deeper than the Mississippi River.
That really is the question, Zach. If LeBron comes back and is as close, let me just make it as simple as possible. Are we seeing the formula? Is Anthony Davis good enough to be the best player on a championship team right now?
Yeah, I think so, especially if the second best player in this series is LeBron James. And as Perk said, the entire Western Conference was wide open and uncertain. If they watched that game last night, they're looking around like, uh-oh, everyone kind of forgot about these guys. If these guys are going to play like this, it's trouble. And I'll tell you what, the juiciest game left on the schedule is Phoenix against Portland this week, because if Phoenix goes all out in that game, and I suspect they will, they can try and knock Portland down to 7, let the Lakers get to 6. It's like Phoenix has a chance to almost pick their opponent if things get right for them and knock the Blazers down.
And that's not the team anybody wants to play. But let me just say this. We're all talking about the performance of AD. It happened last night. But yesterday, Zach Lowe, I spent the whole day having people talking to me about the performance of Steph Curry from Saturday night. And that sort of sticks in my head, Zach Lowe, the idea of a one-game single elimination scenario, if you will, against Steph Curry. That's not fun for the Lakers or anybody, Zach.
It's fun for fans. It might outrate all the playoff games, but yeah, that is not fun for the Lakers. Look, the Lakers are better than the Warriors, but I'll tell you this. You look at the Warriors since Wiseman went out, and they're playing more small ball. With Steph and Draymond on the floor, they're +7 per 100 possessions for the season. Even more than that, much more when Wiseman's off the floor. That's the profile of a really good team. It's not just Steph who has gone scorched earth over everybody. It's that they have found an identity again. They make sense. And yeah, you want one game against Steph Curry for your season? No, thank you.
What do you think, Big Perk? That could be the scariest thing the Lakers face the entire way.
Well, Granny, first of all, I'm always jealous of guys that got colorful eyes, just like you and Steph. And you know what? Look, let me say this. Steph Curry is like Michael Myers right now. You do not want to see this guy down a dark alley. He is waiting on everyone. Right now, he's playing the best basketball of his career, and that's crazy to say. We're talking about a 2-time MVP. He is zoned out right now, Greeny. And Zach Lowe, I'm agreeing with him today.